lumpy stuff.
I think I'm gonna do right here.
It's right in the road.
There's a spot just right here.
Yeah. Not a good area.
First things first, I gotta get my hat out so I don't burn the head. There we go. All right, hello everyone and welcome to the BosqueeNet adventure. My name's Jeff, and over there just a little ways, do we see him? I can't see him in the little camera, but he's just right over here. That's my buddy Cameron. We'll be introducing him to you all here in just a little bit. But we found ourselves quite a spectacular location today, just in this little meadow here, right at the base of the mountain. So we are in for just some serene, spectacular views this evening. I want to first off just thank you all for joining us on this adventure. This is our bike packing adventure. You've seen me do this before, but do stick around. We're going to have ourselves some campfire, good eats, good treats, great company. Let's get camp set up. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, I've got the Nature Hike Cloud Up 2 Pro with me. And it's such a warm evening, I'm not sure if I'm going to put on the rain fly or not. Just because I didn't know if I was going to be sleeping on snow tonight, I brought the one tigress with me. With how hot it is out here right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to need the insulation. So, like I said, I think I'm just going to keep the rain fly off and, just use my sleeping bag as a quilt tonight. I don't think everybody wants to watch me set up tables and chairs and fire pits and everything today. I think y'all just want to see this beautiful view. I did bring up the mesh fire pit tonight. Gonna give that a second try. I like the first try very much, and I really like this fire pit. What was that?
I'm out there laboring, and Paul Bunyan over here's got his freaking...
Well, you went out and got the wood. I gotta cut it, right?
Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Here we go. I don't think I need the shades anymore. The sun has officially gone behind the hill, and we've got camp all set up. We've done some relaxing. That was quite a slog up the hill for you.
That was.
I was assisted, so I felt really bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You dangling that rope along like you could tell me, that was really torturous.
We did stop, after about 3/4 of a mile, and I was like, okay, I've got to take some of the weight off your pack. I feel way too bad. So I took all of his water and helped him up the hill.
Thank you. That was helpful.
So, like I said, we found ourselves just an absolute beautiful area to camp tonight. The little meadow here. I think it was about a month ago now. I was taking some shots just back here of the mountain, with it being 16 degrees out. It was just a little bit colder than what it was now. So, probably about a 60-degree difference. I don't know. It's probably about 76 when we were up here.
Yeah.
First got up here.
Yeah, it was warm. When we parked the car, I think I saw 77. So that's just not far from here, and we were still getting beat down by the sun. So even if it was 70, it felt like it was 90. And in your 16, it was probably windy and cold. Probably felt like zero.
It was dang cold. 1 month ago. 1 month, just 1 month difference, guys. A 60-degree shift. Spring is for sure here. But as Cameron was mentioning, it's still early on in the season. It isn't too buggy up here, which is very nice.
That's always the risk this time of year, is like, oh, what kind of mosquito haven am I going to find myself trying to enjoy nature in? And it's good. And then one weekend you get out and it's like, okay, we're going to have to take a 3 or 4 week break before we come back.
Okay, so sorry. I completely apologize. I should have done this earlier. This is Cameron.
Hi.
Cameron and I go way back, like 25 years way back.
Yes.
Right? Maybe 27 years. When we
27.
97?
97.
97, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. It has been
28, just about.
Almost 28 years. Oh,
that
my
makes me
goodness.
feel old.
makes you appreciate the gray, right?
That's right, which we are both very gray.
Yes, but Cameron, I've been wanting to get him out on a camp out for a long time. Actually, the very, very first camp that I ever filmed was with Cameron. It was 2.5 years ago now, when we went up to Elk Lake.
Oh yeah.
Right? Jason was with us.
Yep.
I have not released this video. I have all the files saved off somewhere. I should go back and create a video.
You really should.
It.
Like one of my first, it's like a musician releasing their early tracks that they just didn't really put the finishing touches on. But
no, absolutely. So I guess I gotta get on the ball and finally create something out of that adventure. It was the one that completely kicked all of this off. So
I didn't know that.
I gotta go back and appreciate it is what I gotta do.
There you go. Well, we can go back this summer.
You go.
We can do a then and a now. What I've learned, what I do different.
The major difference between then and now was I got my butt in shape, and I think I probably shaved off about 10 pounds of pack weight.
Wow.
So
that's substantial.
So that's substantial. That would definitely help a lot, because Elk Lake sits at like 10,500 feet above sea level.
Yep.
So right from the get-go, you're sucking oxygen.
Right. Yeah.
And it is an uphill climb like the whole way.
Yep. Yeah, it was one of those where you just, sight unseen, we're just going to keep going till we get there. And there was that stretch right in the middle, man. And I hadn't been on too many outings recently in that period. And dude, I was feeling it. And, I could see Jason was feeling it. And I just kept turning around and I'm like, are we good? Let's just keep going.
Let's keep going. Absolutely. No, that's probably why I didn't release it, is because it's probably just a bunch of video of me huffing and puffing.
Like I was today.
Like heavy breathing for sure. But okay, I think I've yammered long enough. I do that often in these videos, Cameron, so I apologize right now. I yammer and I just get on tangents and everything else like that. But I promised Cameron some good eats. He's going to provide the good treats. We're going to have a campfire and the whole 9 yards and everything else. But we are doing kind of a BosqueeNet adventure staple tonight. We do tacos like all the time on the channel. We're doing brisket tacos.
That sounds delicious.
So I knew Cameron was going to have like the amazing trudge up the hill, and I enticed him to come like, hey, I will provide a really, really scrumptious dinner for you tonight. So let's get to cooking and enjoy some dinner tonight.
The bar is set, bro. It better be good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hoping you got it. No doubt.
Going with the brisket tacos tonight, I made some salsa fresca to go with it. So that's going to be yummy. Got some sour cream.
It's like better than my usual Friday evening dinner routines, at a 5-star, 4-star restaurant. What could be better than eating brisket tacos with homemade salsa fresca out in a place like this? It's the experience, right?
It is, absolutely.
That's what some restaurants charge for, is the experience, but you couldn't charge enough for this experience.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is the $1 million view and, okay, maybe $500,000 tacos.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Got some extra barbecue sauce, should you want that, and then 2 hot sauces. What do we got tonight? We have Egyptian Scars fire sauce.
Ooh, yeah, that one's for you.
Sure, whatever.
You can have that one.
And then Baja Heat Mango. That might be tasty.
Yeah.
cheese and lettuce too.
I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to town here.
Dive in, my friend.
Taco number 1 is well on its way to completion here.
Don't be shy.
Homemade salsa fresca.
Let's see here. I put down a layer of sour cream.
That's what I did.
And followed by the cheese. Is that the order that we're going?
That's the order I go with. Just to make sure it gets all nice and melty underneath the meat. You put it on top of the meat, and just in the cold air.
Okay. Throw some of that brisket down. Oh yeah, that's money. I always bring people out with me and they like instantly dive into the food. And they forget that this is a YouTube channel. They always forget that I'm trying to create content here. This is what we're eating tonight, guys.
Oh, yep.
Brisket taco.
1 bite down.
Thanks for joining us. Bon appetit.
That might be one of the best bites of food I've ever had on an outdoor backcountry experience. So there's to that.
That's money. I love making these.
You're well practiced. We should put it behind us so they can see how we're enjoying our food.
Oh yeah.
Looking at our 4,000 feet of vertical.
How was dinner?
I think he was trying to make assumptions. I think he was, but it was excellent.
Good.
It was
Fantastic. So brisket tacos at camp for the win.
for the win. Exceeded all my expectations.
Wonderful.
I mean, when you were bribing me with the tacos coming up the road today, I was like, yeah, it'll be good. They were excellent.
Fantastic. Hey, I aim to please. So
Okay. Well,
So I'm glad you were able to enjoy those. We still have the sun hitting the top of the ridge over here. And we have the moon just kind of peeking through. It's not a full moon, but that is going to light up this valley tonight.
well, yeah, it's been bright the last few nights. It's woke me up. So with all the snow reflecting, it's going to be bright.
I hope you brought yourself like a face mask or something, because
Yeah.
it's going to be a bright one for sure.
Pretty fancy candle.
Well, I needed something so that I could burn off all the rest of the fuel in the canisters instead of wasting them. All right, everyone. Bring that in just a little bit closer here. This has been just an absolute fun evening. 11:45. Yeah, Cameron and I have just been chatting away for the past many hours. Private conversations. Not a whole lot that I wanted to share on the channel and everything else. Like Cameron was saying, sometimes our conversations can get in the weeds, and yeah, that just isn't something that I need to share here. We keep it quite nice and good and everything else, but yeah, we've just been catching up, having a great time. One of the more later camps that I've been on for quite a long time. The moon, which is just right up here behind me. Let's see if I can show it. Yep, right there. That's the moon. It is just absolutely lighting up this whole entire valley. So I took some shots with my phone just a moment ago. I'll share them here in just a moment. But it looks more like daytime in the shots than it does, 11:45 at night. But anywho, I best be getting some shut-eye. I don't know, I'm a little kind of wired and awake right now, but I will do my best. I did check the temperature before coming to the tent. It is 35 degrees, so it did get chillier than the weatherman predicted. He was saying that it was only going to get to about 45, but here we are at 35 already. But I'm doing just great. I always do good in this cold weather. Haven't even had to put the beanie on, so yeah, I'm doing pretty well. But anywho, gonna turn the lights off now. Gonna crawl into bed. We'll see you all in the morning. Gonna be making breakfast sandwiches in the morning, so do stick around for that. But hey, for everyone who's made it this far into the video, thank you so much. And if you want to support the BosqueeNet adventure, be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. But anywho, until then, we'll see you all in the morning. Thanks for joining us. Good night now. Just a relaxing morning here. I've been up for a little while now. Just as the sky is starting to get brighter. But all in all, I slept pretty well last night. Very comfortable. It didn't get cold at all. It was just great. It's fantastic. Not a whole lot of noise out there last night. No wind whatsoever. It was just a really good night. We decided to go on a little walkabout this morning. Walk up to the sunlight. It'll start warming up. So I checked the temperature just before heading out on this little walk. It was 26 degrees. Not too bad. Just a little bit of moose scat there. So that moose is around here someplace. We're definitely in his home.
popping into e-bike camping and you get to bring all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the e-bike camping, for sure. I gotta weigh everything down a little bit more.
I would imagine that there's not much farther they can get on that road before they're just turned around by snow.
Alright, let's take the sausage off here for a moment and start our eggs. Thank you.
Jeff can cook.
Or try to. Yep. Oh man, jinxed me. Yep, we can throw some down on both of those guys. And then we throw a warm sausage patty on top.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat 2 of these monsters.
Here's first one.
I might do the mega.
The mega?
Yeah, just...
Okay.
We'll just do the mega.
And cheese.
Were you going to have a mega too?
I decided to only do a single egg on mine, but 2 patties.
Wow. Let's put any Carl's Jr. or Wendy's or whatever to shame. Absolute disgrace.
All right. All right, everyone. Breakfast is served. Double patty, egg, melted cheese. Here we go.
Moonster, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to need a bib for this. Oh my goodness, that's tasty. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Cooking out here now. Everyone, we have packed up camp. We did our look around, made sure we left no trace. And you know, we've just been sitting here enjoying these spectacular mountain views behind us. So, Cameron, did you enjoy the adventure?
Of course I did. Yeah, this was excellent.
Fantastic. Yeah. Glad you liked it.
Gonna do it again.
That's a promise, right?
That is.
That's a promise
well,
to you.
Well, you can take it as a threat, but
okay.
I intend it as a promise.
Excellent. Well, hey, I will take that as a promise, and we'll be sure to have Cameron around with us, you know, more frequent, hopefully. This was a good adventure. In addition to Cameron liking the adventure, I hope you all enjoyed it too. And if you did, be sure to mash that like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, do consider subscribing. It would really help the channel. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or are interested in a piece of equipment that we used on this adventure, hit me up down in the comment section below. We always look forward to hearing from you. We'll see you next time on the BosqueeNet adventure. Bye now.